Before we get into the topic of this video today, I needed to address some microphone issues and audio issues, or volume issues from my last couple of videos. I thought it was a difficult, a difficult issue to solve, and I did everything I could to the point where I drove myself crazy and gave myself headaches and had to get some drinks in order to take the edge off. But I think the errors were pretty simple, which I should have thought of, but I didn't because I always go to the more difficult, and it has to be a hard issue to solve. And I'm always like that. So it's like, let me just adjust something here real quick. All right, there we go. I think that's good. Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. That's better. I had to and then I realized quickly I was laying in bed last night and I was like, oh, why don't I actually lower the volume on I lower the volume on actual computer, which I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about. As you can see here, let me get rid of this and get rid of that. So you you see right there, I mean I had these shitty little earphones that I use occasionally and for the videos, and I had it up to here around 50. But I quickly realized that it was way too loud. You can barely hear my voice because I don't have a loud voice and stuff. I'm not and on top of that, it made the videos that I was talking about way too high, so it would bother people's ears. So if I lower it, use the speakers, I'm going to and lower it to probably around 10. Hopefully, it'll fix the audio issues that I've been having lately. So I'd like to apologize for those errors of mine. I mean, that's completely my fault. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, that's hopefully will fix the issues, that the videos I've been having lately with the audio. So that's what I can come up with. So hopefully that's it, and hopefully we can, move on from these errors that I've made lately. Now let's get to the topic of today's video here, real quick. Oops, let me see. Okay, this is Sam Seder responding to Glenn Greenwald. This is the original tweet, so I'll read this. Two multi-millionaires who got rich marketing left-wing paladum? Sorry, I can't read the word. On Google and Bezos platforms whine that it's so hard to get rich because left politics is just too radical for billionaire support. Not only not only are they proof how easy it is, but they also but if they ever heard of Soros and Omidyar, rich left liberal media commodities like them claim billionaires dislike them to make themselves and their customers feel more radical, to imply only that corrupt motives can explain why people flee their faction. The reality is it's extremely easy to get rich on the left. Those two alone prove how easy it is to get rich hawking left liberal cliches to pseudo radicals. You don't need to do anything or have any talent. Left liberal cash pours in. But more to the point, billionaire cash is flooding left liberal NGOs, media outlets, and activist groups. Greenwald's absolutely right, as he usually is. I mean, this is a video by my friend Alex Wright. Yeah, he clipped this out at his Jimmy Dore appearance recently. So let's.
Government extremists. They don't give a shit for Sam Seder's.
No, I can't hear it. Hold on. Let me make it a little higher here. Need to be able to hear it at least. Oops. No. Oh my god. Go back down.
Good little boy.
That's right.
He's a good little Democrat. He
Yep,
loves
there it is.
Russiagate, and he propagated the CIA's lies and bullshit. They love Sam Seder. Government
Yep.
extremists. They don't give a shit for Sam Seder's a good little boy.
That's right.
He's a good little
That's right.
Democrat. He loves Russiagate, and he propagated the CIA's lies and bullshit. They love Sam Seder.
Yep.
Government extremists. They don't give a shit.
Stop that. Yep, that's absolutely true. Now Sam Seder is going to respond. Dearest Glenn, I think he meant Glenn, but he can't spell, obviously. While I do consider myself rich, I am not a millionaire. Try using capital I instead of a lowercase I. But again, I'm not trying to be a grammar Nazi here. Perhaps your overstimulation has made you forget that of the two of us, only you have lapped up money from billionaires. Hold on, Sam. Don't you have an MSNBC contract? What are you talking about? And you also on the Peacock subscription service, which by the way sucks because I have it and it's terrible. Uh, your work as of late is plenty evidence of where the real money's being made. Kudos. Alright. Okay, he responds, apologies, man. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna actually play, here it is. This video here is like 20 seconds. Or not, actually a minute, but let me
Very
go back to the beginning.
but
Let me do this real quick. Alright, let's see.
for the most part, very difficult to build an audience on the left. Whether it's whether it's you're talking about liberals or you're talking about progressives or socialists, it's tough. It happens, but it's tough. And on the right, there's just a lot more money, and there's a lot more, frankly,
I can't get over this. Look at what a douche Cenk Uygur's nephew is. He's just sitting there like, yep, and then I can't get over that.
Funding that comes from places like the Koch brothers. Maybe it gets laundered a couple of times through different organizations, and but there's a lot of money out there. There's a lot of lost leader attitude on the right that doesn't exist on the left, obviously, because
I don't know why someone who has been a beneficiary of wealth hoarding or the centralization of wealth would turn around and pay for someone to tell them like that's wrong. That entire system that allowed them to make billions of dollars and accumulate that kind of wealth that system needs to be dismantled. They're not going to do that. People who benefit from that are not going to turn around and pay for people to.
Nah, God, Sam Seder is just so boring, man. It's like he puts me to sleep. Here's the full interview, which is 30 minutes long. There's no way I can get through this because I would fall right asleep. Like, I would just start dozing off and like, I couldn't do it. I got through 12 minutes, 13 minutes before I gave up. Like, no, I'm not doing this shit. I mean, I was gonna, actually, well, what I was gonna do initially is I was going to respond to the whole video, which I did with Kyle Kalinske and Bosch, recent like a couple weeks ago. I couldn't do it. I could not sit through this. 30 minutes long. I couldn't do it. Started falling asleep. My ADD started kicking in. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I can't. So, which is why I'm just responding to this. So yeah, there's some major hypocrisy here by Sam Seder. Like I said, like really, dude, you have an MSNBC contract. Your show is on Peacock, I'm pretty sure, right? So you take billionaire money too, just like Glenn Greenwald may have done at one point for The Intercept. So what are you talking about? It's like, and let me say some of the tweets down here. Emma Vigeland says billionaire cash provides a seemingly endless flow of chemical resources. It seems. I'm assuming she's trying to attack Glenn Greenwald there. Excuse me, and that's what I assume because I don't know what else she's referencing there unless it's attacking Greenwald. Let me see if there's anything more to this. Entitled Rich Kid kicks chimes in. Yep. Oh, this is hilarious. Glenn did chime in. He has more money than anyone else in this thread combined by a huge margin. Um, yeah, I mean, Glenn Greenwald has money, and I mean, doesn't mean he's wrong. Is any of his analysis is wrong. And on top of that, he pays like a ton of money for security. His life's on the line in Brazil. I mean, he pays a shit ton of money for private security for his property in Brazil. So yeah, I don't have a problem with him, making money. How dare he, right? Anything else here I needed to talk about? I don't think so. Mm, Not that. I don't give a shit about that. By the way, I will link this video in the description box below. If you guys somehow can get through it and watch it, I really couldn't. I mean, I got through 13 minutes before, and there's like another 20 minutes left on top of that, so I couldn't get through this shit. So, let's see. Glenn should log off and pay attention to his kids. Asshole. Let's see. Anything else here that I... Yeah, I want to see the offensive content, Twitter. Fuck. Bots everywhere. Yeah. Let me play this one last time before I end the video, because this is perfect. I love this.
Government extremists. They don't give a shit for Sam Cedars. A good little boy.
That's right.
He's a good little Democrat.
Yes,
he loves Russiagate, and he propagated the CIA's lies and bullshit. They love Sam Cedar.
Yes, they do. And that's how I'm going to end this video. I mean, it's perfectly placed. Perfectly said, rather. And, that's how I'm going to end this video. So hopefully the, audio issues have been fixed with the audio from the, videos compared to my voice, because I don't really have a microphone for now. Basically, I'm using the internal mic from the laptop. Hopefully soon I can get a microphone. You know, I've got headphones coming in with internal mic, so hopefully that'll make my voice, amplify my voice, make it sound better. And that's it. Hopefully, everything with this video, this is more of a test if my theory was correct. I assume that it was, because yep. All right, so that'll do it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and give me a like and subscribe to all my friends from the Independent News Network. And I'll see you guys soon. Oops. Oh no, I missed it.